Yo, what is up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's up? What's up? Who's in the same trade to take profits? Nice, bro. I might soon. This account is like $500 away from the consistency, so I'm just let it get to that, and then I'll TP it. Hey dude, why'd you flake on golf? Bro, I had a lot going on at that time. It was very unfortunate. I had so much going on at that time. I got out of my haircut and like got cooked right away, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Caught Asia high last night from teaching. Let's go, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, I didn't really trade this week at all. I had a stream. I streamed in the Discord for one of the days, but I didn't really trade other than that. So, you know, we're back now. Now that CPI is over, we're back. We are here, and we are already in a nice winning trade. So this trade, bro, I saw this 1 hour setup right here, and I got in off the 1 hour setup while I was in the gym. So like, didn't really like, bro, I literally just saw it. I entered as an eval trade. I entered quick stop, like 10-point stop, and that was it. Actually, it's like 12-point stop, but whatever, same thing. What do you do apart from training? Do you work somewhere? No, bro. No, I trade full time. You see anything worth taking tonight? Yeah. I have other accounts that I need to take this trade on anyway. I wasn't able to copy trade this because I was not home. So yeah. Why are you letting Hamza LARP the 720? What? Who? Hamza? What are you talking about? Who the hell Lip are you talking about, man? Thanks, bro. Thanks. Damn, nice. This thing's going, bro. I'm gonna TP soon on this. Is that not his name? Satin Black G80 guy? Wait, how did he? Yeah, it is. But how did he LARP the 720? What do you mean? Where did he LARP the 720? Previous week high doll. I don't know. I'm really not 100% sure. I guess we'll see how this Asia session goes and kind of like go from there. But this move is coming out of a 4-hour fair value gap. So this is pretty fire. This is pretty fire. He sent pics saying something about a girl leaving my boy for his 720. It was just jokes. I have literally no clue what you're talking about. You have to fill me in on that. I have no idea. I have no clue what the fuck that's about. Anyways. What are you targeting? Dude, I would love to see this high. So out of this move in general, I would like to see the daily high, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hold this because this is going to, as soon as this hits 1500 total P&L, I'm out of this. And then I would look to re-enter on a different account. There's going to be another setup here. Don't worry, guys. There's this hourly inverse fair value gap, which we can then use for a 10 p.m. manipulation leg. So I do like that. And then there's this 15-minute inside of that right now as well. So I think it looks pretty solid. Like, it looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And then, see, oh wait, you guys couldn't see the fucking P&L the whole time. Anyways, right here. So this needs to hit 1500. As soon as this hits 1500, I'm out of this. And then I'll lock in on one of these other ones. It's close. It's close though. And then the other ones, one of the other ones, I'm going to be able to get a 10 p.m. manipulation. Like, hopefully 10 p.m. opens, pushes a little bit lower, 15-minute gap, right? And then we have the hourly inverse as long as we close above here in 20 minutes. But yeah. Yeah. You eyeing the new day volume imbalance? Yeah, this does look pretty solid, this volume imbalance. I'll mark this out because this is pretty important. So we'll mark this volume imbalance. Actually, let's do a little bit of this action. Let's go boom. And then I'm gonna color this yellow. Orange. There we go. Oh, wait, no, that's low-key an eyesore. Hold on. I need a different color for this. Okay, we could do this green. Or whatever. That's low-key an eyesore too, but whatever. We're gonna have to stick to it. Yeah, daily volume imbalance is a solid target. I am, like, overall, I am targeting, like I said earlier, the new daily high. Needs a manipulation leg. And this 4-hour is a really good candidate for low a day. So, overall, I'm a fan of the longs. I think that as long as this 4-hour gap holds, this is going back to the highs. And I really, really like this as a low a day. Yo, it would low-key be aura if I just let this eval run, right? All the way. Imagine how much aura this would be. This would be an aesthetic screenshot, bro. If this plays out all the way to the highs. Sorry, I guess the vibe was off. Just some jokes. That's all. No harm. Bro, Fast F90. I'm just confused. I have no, like, I don't know if, did he actually do that or like what? I'm just confused. I mean, I don't really give a shit. I have no idea what you're talking about. No gang, close it, bro. I think you're preying on my downfall right now, bro. You're preying on my downfall. Who's just messing around with one of our... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think... Hamza's not a LARP, bro. He wouldn't do that. That's my boy, bro. Just joined still flat, right? What does that mean? Doesn't Tradeify evals have 40% consistency? I don't know. I'm not talking about Tradeify right now. I'm in TPT. I don't know if you're confusing the two. I'm in TPT, yeah, evals right now, not Tradeify. These have 50% consistency. Are your Apex going? I took a big hit on 3 new PA, but on my other 4, I'm on my 5th payout. Oh, nice, dude. Let's go. My Apexes, I haven't touched them. I have not touched them, bro. Do you use Premem and Discount? I do use Premem and Discount. I do. I just got 3. Haven't traded Apex before. Apex is really good. The new Apex is really, really good. But I will say one thing, and I say this to pretty much anybody that trades Apex, or really like any prop firm. to be honest with you guys, bro, you guys have to look at the rules for these props and identify like where the exploit is. And with Apex, the exploit is having 10 plus accounts, or really like 5 plus accounts, because most prop firms allow 5. So if you have over 5, you're correctly exploiting Apex. So, you know, that's my 2 cents. I think Apex is only really worth it if you have over, I don't like this song, if you have over 5 accounts. But it's good to try out, like, you know, try out with like 1 account or, you know, a few more and see how you like it. If you get payouts, just use that payout to fund new accounts, basically, instead of like pulling into your pocket and buying more and more and more accounts, you know? I always like funding new accounts with the payout from that prop firm instead of like going from max allocation right away. Confluences for the trade. This was literally 1 hour Wixie out of a 1 hour gap and 4 hour gap. That's it. That is literally it, bro. This trade was so damn simple, bro. It was actually so simple. We had this 4 hour gap, which, by the way, if you guys know, the 2 time frames that I tell you guys all the time for potential low of day candidates are always hourly and 4 hour. We have this 4 hour gap here, so I knew that it would make for a potential low of day candidate. So we have that. By the way, this is about to hit 1500. There we go, 1500. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Boom. I'm all out of that one. Let's go ahead and switch over to one of these other ones, eh? This one's the closest to being passed now. This one's actually going to be pretty close to passing. Here, I should get one of these ones that are farther away. There we go. This one. All right, this is next up. Next up on the hit list is this one. Gonna have to wait till 10 p.m. to trade this one. Oh, before I got sidetracked, what I was saying was 4 hour fair value gap, which gives me conviction in a potential low a day. 1 hour fair value gap here. And then 1 hour Wixie coming out of that gap right here. Boom. I entered a little bit later because honestly, I wasn't anticipating on entering at all. I was just mid-workout. I go on my phone, I open the charts up randomly, and it's literally like at the bottom right here. I was like, fuck it, bro. I got literally no risk. I took it. I looked back at the charts after I was done with my workout, and lo and behold, I was up like almost $1,000. So that was that trade. Very, very simple trade. Didn't it not hit the CE? It did hit the CE. What do you mean? Look. Boom. There's the CE right there in the middle. It hit the CE. You ever plan on going to LA or meetup, or have you ever been to LA? I've never been to California. Actually, no, I have. That's a lie. When I was really young, I went to California. But like recently, I haven't been to California. Maybe, you know, maybe in the future. Why'd you get out of the trade, buddy? Yo, Sushi buddy, little buddy, this was a eval that it hit the consistency rule on, so there's no point in me holding the trade. I went over to a new eval, different eval now, and I'm gonna re-enter a long with you guys here now. Somebody said, why don't you give heads up when you're not streaming? Like some of us have to wait late, and instead of sleeping, we don't hear from you. All right. So let me just clarify this real quick, bro. It has been extremely difficult for me, bro. My sleep schedule has been destroyed because, if you guys don't know, I'm fasting right now, right? And so also there's a lot of things that I'm doing right now. I just got the new setup done, new streaming setup, all new streaming setup just got finished today. And so I've been working on that nonstop, trying to figure that out. And between that, I'm also fasting. So like, bro, I go to sleep at like 2 a.m. I got to be back up in like 2 hours, 3 hours to eat, then go back to sleep again, and then be back up again for New York, bro. It's like very difficult. I'm not going to lie. Like 100% extremely difficult. So I'm trying, bro. I swear to God, I try to, like, my intention is to stream, but I just like, bro, sometimes I just can't, like, I don't got it in me. But after next week, so the last fast is next week. So after next week, I promise you guys, the schedule is going to be normal where I'm streaming twice a day, every single day. I promise. And you know, we'll have like a set schedule, but yeah, bro, I'm sorry for those of you guys who like stay up a little, like stay late, and you know, you guys have to, you guys don't end up getting a stream. I apologize. You know what? When I start streaming again consistently, I will make it up to you. Okay, don't worry. I promise I will make it up to you guys. It would just be a huge help to get a heads up in the Discord if you aren't going to be on. I got you, bro. I'll give a heads up in the Discord. Like I said, bro, the intention is for me to be on. So that's why there's usually no heads up, because like I'm intending to get on. Like my alarms are set for me to get on. I just either I don't wake up or like, you know, whatever the case might be. You know, but I stream sometimes. Yeah, no, I know you do, 9. The week you made 4K across 5 accounts, 20K a day. You're insane. Best in the game. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words, guys. Next show, do you think it's safe to take a funded? Do you recommend eval only? For now, I'm on eval only. I'll switch to fundeds when I see that like price actions are getting a little bit better. Key, any discount promo coming? Oh, you retracted your message. I don't know why you did that. 15-minute getting tapped. Yep, 15-minute did indeed get tapped here. I mean, very interesting. Let's watch this and see what it does here. The 1 hour did not inverse yet. So maybe this 15-minute. We'll see. We'll watch the 1 minute here and kind of see what it does. Discount code for Discord. If I do drop a discount code for Discord, unlikely, but if I do, it'll be next week. Yeah, but probably next week in one of the streams I'll announce it, but that's it. Did you get a chance to check out my Keyflow fan YouTube channel? Yeah, Scott, I did. Bro, the videos are actually kind of long. I wasn't expecting them to be that long. The videos are like 30 minutes long. But that's kind of sick. Scott. Those are sick. Bro, if we keep that up, I can share that with the people in here in the streams too. I think that would be like a good resource to have. I think we want to run up to the 4-hour RB. Yeah. I like it. As long as this is the low a day. Right? As long as this is the low a day, like, you know. CPI was crazy yesterday. Yeah, it was, right? Do you publish your charts in TradingView? No, I don't. Why should I? What are your thoughts on staying in longs overnight? If we get a clean setup here, which the first thing that needs to happen, okay, because look, right now we're cutting straight through this 15-minute gap, this bullish 15-minute gap. We're cutting right through it. And what this is doing is it's showing me that this might be actually respecting the bearish 1 hour here. And the way we're going to know is if we get a closure under here, because this is a 5-minute change in state of delivery. If this gets a 5-minute candle closure underneath this low, then it is effectively bearish, right? I'm not going to enter short here based off of this, but this would then be bearish. So yeah, I mean, that's like the main thing that I would watch for here, because that means this 1 hour gap is delivering and the 15-minute gap, bullish gap, is not. So I would wait to long, basically. What's good, Lucas? What's good, bro? Could you explain the entry reason? I had 1 hour. Are you talking about the entry that I had, the long entry that I had from down here? That was 1 hour. What was that? 1 hour Wixie and 4 hour gap. This might actually, bro, and this might actually go close underneath this low, and then it starts to look pretty good for a short. This wouldn't be a short I would take, just because we got a lot of risk on this one. These 60 points of risk, assuming you get an entry literally right at change in state. Strong retest on fib incoming on 1 minute. You take your trade out and then market drops. Are you a market maker? I could be. That was a beautiful exit on those fundeds though, or on that eval, right? Holy fuck. Yo, W2, whoever told me to not hold it. What are we eating? I'm eating the best gas station snack that you could get. Boom. Mounds. These are fire, bro. Bro, mad people hate on mounds, but these are gas. Almond Joy better? No, Almond Joy is good too. Was it from Shinobi's gas station? All right, this 5 minute looks like it's gonna. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna close underneath. Yep. So this is probably not low day yet, I would say, because this is a bearish look right here. If this was bullish, we never should have triggered a 5 minute change in state lower coming out of this 1 hour gap. Should have never done that. So this right now to me is looking bearish. We're in between a 4 hour bullish gap. 4 hour bullish gap, 1 hour bearish gap. But the 1 hour bearish gap is the one where we just got an actionable setup from. The 4 hour bullish gap, it would have been a 15-minute change in state of delivery right up here, and we did not get that. So, yeah. Lower 4 hour BISI maybe? Yeah, potentially it would be the lower. Or this ain't done yet, right? That's the only other conclusion. This ain't done yet, and it's going to go lower because my low of the year levels are these two right here, 23,875 and 22,934.5. These are my two low of the year levels, and these have not been hit yet. So, I mean, we got close to this one, but it didn't get there. So that's the only other, it's the only other thing that we could assume here is that it's just not done yet. which would be fine with me too, bro. I'm totally content with trading a little short or being short overall. How would you enter short now? I mean, right now I would wait. Like, I wouldn't enter short right now. I would wait. How'd you decide on those two lows? I cannot tell you that one, unfortunately, but those are the two lows, the two yearly low levels. Have you been trading the Apex fundeds at all? Haven't been here recently. I haven't traded the Apex fundeds recently. No, it's just too risky, bro. The market is not in our favor. So, can you say in the Discord? I did say in the Discord. Discord knows exactly why we got those. It's in the weekly Outlook channels, the Q&A recording channels, like the private videos. Their reasoning for that is in there. Straight from it. Would you take 1 hour RB for shorts even though a 4 hour VG? Yeah, I would. Only because, okay, so we are in a 4 hour bullish fair value gap, right? Yes, we can easily see that. But we are also in a bearish 1 hour. Which one of these? Okay, so how do you know which one's gonna play out, right? In real live time, no hindsight. How do you know in real time if the 4 hour gap is gonna play out or if the 1 hour gap is gonna play out? Does anybody know? Does anybody know the answer to that? 16 you at PF tonight. Oh, what's up, bro? There he is. Hell yeah, dude. That was sick. That was funny, dude. Definitely nice seeing you, bro. CISD. Yeah, basically. So like, not necessarily change in state of delivery, but it's just whichever one of these delivers a market maker buy or market maker sell model, right? And how you define the start of a market maker sell or buy model is dependent on how you trade, right? So for me, you know, I use change in state of delivery. Some people use inverse fair value gaps. Some people use breaker block, whatever it might be, okay? But yeah, what you're going to want to see is where do we have an actionable setup from? Right now, the only actionable setup we have is a 5-minute bearish change in state of delivery from a 1 hour bearish gap, right? So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be completely opposed to actually taking a 1 hour Wixie short here. Even though there's no SMT, bro. No damn SMT, but ES has equal lows. ES has equal lows. Is your 720 at the warehouse? Yeah, it is. Yep. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this Wixie here, guys. Ew, bro. Fucking. Yeah, there we go. 816.5. All right, 816.5. Watch it. 816.5. Let's watch that and see what happens. That's where I'm trying to get an entry from. 816.5. Stop loss is kind of large. Yeah, I was in long from the lows. If you go to the start of the stream, I was in longs from literally at the bottom, the dead bottom. I was in longs. However, the issue with longs is that the hourly is giving a bearish market maker sell model. It shouldn't be doing that if we're bullish, right? That's kind of like the basis behind me saying that I'm open to short. We still have 15-minute gap that hasn't been inversed. This one has been inversed right here, so kind of adds conviction actually to the short. How many contracts have you been trading lately? These accounts I'm trading 1 mini, but these are evals. Word on the streets is Shinbu was eating his DoorDash in the 720S. I would actually, like, he would not breathe anymore if I ever found that one out. That would be his last few days on Earth. Anywhere in the Discord shows your 6 indicators. The most recent Q&A. How's it determined when Wick is big enough to be a Wixie? Okay, so first of all, it's not Wixie. Just so you have it correct for next time. I'm not making fun of you, even though that's funny. It's not Wixie. It's Wixie. CE just means it just means midpoint. CE is midpoint. So Wick CE meaning midpoint of the wick. We should low-key start calling it Wixie though. Hold on. He might be onto something. We should low-key start calling it Wixie. All right. So we're going to start calling it Wixie now. Shout out to that guy. Basically, how you know it's a Wixie is not from the length of the wick. It's not the length of the wick. It is what the wick did, right? So it needs to grab liquidity in one way or another, right? And that way it can be a Wixie. If it did not grab liquidity, it cannot be a Wixie. So why is this one a Wixie? Somebody tell me why this is a Wixie. Why is this Wixie, guys? Somebody tell me, please. Boom. You guys are all correct, it looks like. You guys are Wixie professors. It is because this pushed into a fair value gap. Right? Pushed into a fair value gap. That makes it a Wixie. So, if it sweeps liquidity, which means it sweeps a high or a low or pushes into a PD array, then that is a... Yo, hold on. If a Wixie sweeps into a PD array, it is a valid Wixie. I'll try this out right from the Wixie. It's from the Wixie, guys, this one. What if this 4-hour candle decides to just manipulate straight down to the 4-hour Wixie? It could. It could do so. It could do so. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, though. 761.5. So we can mark that out and watch that. 761.5. We can watch this Wixie right here. So we got 2 Wixies. We have a 1-hour Wixie. We have a 4-hour Wixie. The only reason I like the 1 hour a little bit more, the only reason is because of the 5-minute bearish change in state of delivery. That's it. That is it. It's the only reason I like it more. Other than that, I'm open to long, right? I'm open to long here. Like I told you guys, bro, I'm not coming into these days, these dailies with a bias at all. I'm taking it wick by wick, you know, Wixie by Wixie, 4 hour by 4 hour. That's what I'm doing, right? I'm not coming into any of these days with a hard set bias because it's gonna fry you, right? This range is kind of insane, and you just can't come in with like a super hard bias. $8.16 would be for shorts, and 761.5 would be for long. Did your friend Shinobi just bought a McLaren? No, bro, it's mine. It's just at the warehouse. It's at my warehouse, and Shinobi is at my warehouse as well, streaming. Did you do your taxes, Kiwi? Bro, Blasky. Never ask me some bullshit like that again. Never in your life ask me some bullshit like that again. Love the color. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, bro. It is, we're gonna, guys, we're gonna trademark Wixie. So we created it. That's our thing. If anybody else says Wixie, we know that they're a fan of the streams. Shin said the same thing about the T word. Oh. I'm not saying Wixie, buddy. All right, that's why you're unprofitable, buddy. How many days do you typically pass your evals? TPT is minimum 5 days, so 5 is what I would pass that in. If it's a 1 day pass, I try to pass in 1 day. If it's a 2 day pass, I try to pass in 2 days. Like whatever the minimum is, I try to pass it in those. On 15-minute time frame, could this be AMD or am I cooking? Yeah, could be. To the downside, I'm assuming you mean, right? BPR right by our sell limit to. Yep. We do have a 15-minute BPR there. You offer classes or anything? Bro, the live streams are classes, bro. You guys don't understand, bro. If you just like sit through like a bunch of the live streams, you will learn a lot, bro. Like genuinely, you will learn a lot. People just have TikTok brain. Like, bro, if somebody was really that dedicated, what they would do is they would go through the previous live streams too, and go through those. Bro, I'm telling you, no bullshit, right? And by the way, I have a Discord that I sell. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to sell you a Discord, right? If you are a, let's say, I'm not gonna say brand new, because brand new, I feel like my content appeals more to like an intermediate. But if you guys never buy any Discord, nothing, right? Not even mine. And you pull up to the streams and you watch the streams every single day, I can guarantee that within like 3 months, you probably get a payout of some sort. As long as you're not retarded. As long as you're not stupid as shit. You should have enough information over the course of 3 months to be somewhat self-sufficient from what I teach you here. And that doesn't mean just copy my exact model and copy everything like, you know, exactly how I do. This just kind of, bro, I try to just, you know, I try to teach you guys like everything basically, right? I lay it all out so you guys can, you know, select from different models and, you know, all these different things that I show you guys. You can use that to compile your own model, or the own way that you fought, the own way that you trade. Asia been moving better than New York for real? Yeah, it has. Wish it was that easy? Yeah, buddy. First of all, I never said it was easy, right? Don't expect it to be easy, because Nothing worth having in life is ever going to be easy. Okay? But it's not as difficult as people make it seem to be either. Okay? Because there wouldn't be hundreds of thousands of people doing it if it was that difficult, right? There wouldn't be so many people that are successful doing it if it was that difficult. So, I mean, bro, like, this requires no college degree, like nothing. You don't need to be like a book smart person to trade. You don't really even need to be street smart to trade. You just need to gather information. You just need to like retain information. Well, that's it. What happened to the 28 FX accounts? I still have them. I'm trading on TPT right now because these are evals. Just not comfortable trading fundeds in this kind of market. That's it. Once you understand the markets, you can look at a screenshot of someone's trade and re-engineer it. Yeah, for the most part, yes. Top one, I have no idea. I never used it. Never used it. Never used it. If you wanted to succeed as bad as you wanted to breathe, you would be successful. Yeah, bro, look. And here's the thing, bro, right? Mindset is a huge, huge part of your success, okay? Mindset is a huge part of your success. For people who sit there and they're like, oh man, I wish it was that easy, or and not like taking shots at the guy who said that. But if that's the way that you think, where you're like, oh man, you know, this shit is too difficult. I don't think I'm built for this, you know, whatever. The more negative your thoughts are, you're basically just going to manifest that into your life, right? Like if subconsciously you think, you know, I'm not gonna be able to get a payout for a while, then guess what? You're not gonna get a payout for a while. You don't just accidentally get a payout, right? You have to like consciously try to get a payout, and then it happens. You get what I'm saying? So mindset is the biggest thing, which a lot of people overlook. People think that they can be successful with a shitty mindset, bro. I mean, like, come on. Can you tell me if me taking that M15 IFVG setup was a bad long? Oh, are you talking about this one right here? Was it a bad long? Yeah, I would say so. Only because there was no sweep of a liquidity for me to consider an inverse fair value gap here. No sweep of liquidity. You got what I mean? So, like, you know, even the short side, I wouldn't take an inverse. I would only take a change in state here. We had SMT with the S. Yeah, but that's not a sweep, liquidity sweep on NQ. So, like, rules of inverse gaps, you have to have a sweep in order for an inverse gap to be valid. I already got $4,000 from many props approved. They just didn't send it out yet. Manifest. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds stupid to some people when you hear that, but I swear to God, that works. Shit like that works. No bullshit. It works. Like being a like LARPing like that does work. Okay. It really does. Do you have any experience with MyFunded Futures? Yeah, I used MyFunded Futures before. Good firm. Back when I used them, this was, I don't know, must have been, it was probably over a year ago that I tried MyFunded Futures last. So it's, I would imagine it's very different from when I used it back then. It's probably much different now. But when I used it, dude, I just couldn't get a payout on it to save my life. Like, I would get a payout on every other firm, and I would never be able to get a payout on MyFunded Futures. So I was like, this shit is just bad juju, and I hopped off MyFunded Futures entirely. So I haven't used it since. I just got bad juju on MyFunded Futures, bro. I can't get a payout on there. I don't know why. Did you get paid from Lucid Flex? Not yet. Haven't traded those. Haven't traded the fundeds. Would you keep these limits overnight? I don't know. The limit that I have here should get hit this session. If it goes and breaks the low, then I'm just going to cancel it. On TBT Pro account, if I make 5K on my first trade, I can withdraw 3K on a Thursday. Yes. Yes. Indeed. That's how I feel about Apex. TBT consistent payouts, but Apex, I don't know. Apex now does not do any denials, so. Yo, guys, by the way, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. You guys want to see something? Let me show you guys this, bro. Look at this. I'm just showing you guys the cover. I already showed this to the people on my premium. I'm just showing you guys the cover, but I got a full thing coming here for you guys. This is what I was telling you guys about earlier that I have cooking for anybody who uses code key on any of the firms. By the way, the firms are all up here and also in my description. A full prop firm guide, literally everything that I can give you guys like about prop firms, all in one PDF, compiled one place, no need to look anywhere else, and a video that goes with it, and that'll go to everybody who uses code key on any of those prop firms. We're still contacting the prop firms to make sure that we can, you know, get everybody's emails to be able to send those. But yeah, we're gonna, once it's automated and everything's set, I will release it, and anybody who uses code key automatically gets the full prop firm guide, which is gonna be fucking sick, bro. I'm excited about that one. Set up normal processing time. Oh, on the old type accounts? Yeah, maybe. Finally passed my TBT evaluation last week. Got pro last Monday and blew it. Bro. Come on. Like, come on, bro. Your interior on the M3 F80 goes hard as fuck. I saw it on your IG story. Straight nasty. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, bro. I do indeed love the interior on the F80. I think it's sick. CPT have a buffer rule? Yeah, it's $2,000 on 50Ks. I think everybody should be, bro, like, to be honest, I can understand the appeal of 150Ks, but I think 50Ks is best bang for your buck because it's 1-to-1, right? The MLL, so max loss limit, to the pass, the TP, is almost 1-to-1. It's the close to 1-to-1 as you can get on any prop firm account. 150Ks, you're obviously like 2-to-1, right? If not more. Actually, it's like 3-to-1 on 150Ks. 50K, bro, it's easy. It's easy. It's so easy to pass those evals. It's dumb easy. And you just size down. If you just stack up a bunch of them, you just size down and you can make like the same amount of money. Do you like trading different prop fundeds together or in separate stacks? I do separate stacks. Dennis, what's up, Dennis? 25K? I don't like 25Ks. 25K, not enough. You can explain this level? This is the 1 hour Wixie, bearish 1 hour Wixie, but right now we're pushing lower to the bullish 4 hour Wixie. So let's see what it does there. I might actually remove this for now and look to maybe see if this gives a better entry or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let us see, bro. Let us see. Yeah, we're almost there, actually. 761.5 is the level. There we go. It just got hit. 761.5 just got hit right there. I mean, I'm okay with taking a confirmation here, but we got too much going on right now for me to put a limit here. Am I square for getting a 25k? Yes, you are. Absolutely 100%. What pity rate did the 4 hour go into for it to be a Wixie? The 4 hour fair value gap. Duh. But like I said before, I like the short more only because we have an actionable setup. That is the only reason why I like the short more, because there's an actionable bearish setup here. I know you're reading my chat, broski. What did you say? I mean, I'm trying to read everybody's chat. It just goes a little fast. What did you say? Oh, Yoki, how's your day? Is that what you said? My day's been pretty good, bro. It was a good day. It was a nice day. I drove my F80 for the first time in like 4 months. You know, I missed that car. And what else did I do? I got a haircut, bro. I went, worked out, and like fucking that was it. That was my day. Not bad though. Pretty good day. Pretty good day. Is Flowing Funded legit prop firm, bro? What the fuck even is that? What the hell is Flowing Funded, bro? That, first of all, that is the shittiest name for a prop firm I think I've ever heard in my life. I would probably stay away from it just based off of the name itself. You trade high RR. Usually the trades end up being higher RR, yeah. With one of the models. Took a $500 payout to buy some accounts. Thoughts on best direction to go? Are you saying like best direction, like which prop firm to buy accounts with, or what? What do you think is best account to buy right now with optimal drawdown and buffer rules? Lucid Flex, I think, is up there for sure. Lucid Flex probably up there for sure. Use code key for Lucid Flex though, or any Lucid, but they're up there, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like I think that's probably the best one in terms of like just between buffer rules. They don't really have a buffer, and drawdown because it's end of day. There's some firms with like slightly better payout rules, but Lucid Flexes are pretty good. I can't lie. Trump is speaking. Is he actually? Are you serious? No way. Flowing Funded has a $1 million account. Ain't no way, bro. What? Flowing Funded. What the fuck is this thing, bro? Let's see. I'm giving these guys mad clout right now, bro. Free stream. $1 million account. What? It's $3,800, bro. What, bro? What the hell? Bro, this is a fucking two-step, like... It's a two-phase... Oh, it's a meta trade... Fuck this, bro. This is not even futures. The hell? That's not even a futures prop, bro. What in the hell, bro? Hell no, bruh. Hell no. Everyone in TGR chat talking about coming here because he not trading. Yeah, bro. Actually, do I want all those kids in this chat, bro? They're low-key brain rotted, like beyond brain rotted. I don't know if I want them in here. I hold you guys to a higher standard than like other audiences. So, especially that one. So, I don't know, man. I might just ruin the vibe, bro. Tell him to stay over there. You in a trade right now? No, I'm not in a trade right now. I pointed out this bearish setup here. Bearish change in state of delivery. So the short is playing out to some extent right now. The 761.5 is also maybe looks like it's trying to bounce, but I don't think it's got enough juice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it has enough juice, but let's see. TGR should have low-key chosen you for the stream, bro. There's zero chance I would have ever accepted that, bro. You've been at Air Assault. I got a slot for my battalion tryout. Any advice if you have? Air Assault's sick, bro. I've never been, but I have a lot of my friends who did go. To be quite honest with you, when I was in I think my first or second year in, I was like, bro, super high speed. Like I wanted to go to Air Assault. I wanted to go to, I wanted to go to fucking, like I would have went to Sapper. I would have done it all. My first 2 years, wherever the fuck they sent me, I would have went. But bro, like end of my second year, I was like, that's when I basically realized like, yeah, I'm not doing anything past my current contract. And I was like, yeah, I'm not high speed anymore. So yeah, I don't like, I haven't been to any schools or anything, but Air Assault, if you have a slot and you want to do it, I would for sure do it. I would do it, bro. Do the shit that gets you paid in private sector after getting out. That too. But that would mean you probably got to reclass to like a more useful MOS that's outside of like the army, you know? At what point do you know that you can full-time trading never go back to a job? Bro, I think like pretty early into trading you can like, bro, there's a lot of you guys who probably aren't even profitable yet, but you can see what trading can do because you've taken like paper trades or you've taken like eval trades and made a few $1,000s here and there. And you guys can see like, yo, I mean, I'm like hitting a few buttons and I'm making thousands of dollars. I don't think I could go back to a fucking, bro, like going back to a normal job is not the same. Even if it's sim funded, like it doesn't matter if it's real money or not. The second you experience that, whether it's fake or real, it's hard to go back to a real job and like accept that that's what you really got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's dude, it's no good. Can't do it. Like now I'm at the point in my life where there genuinely is no plan B. Like I cannot work a job, bro. I cannot work a job. I would have to just make something else work. And you know what? Like, I will make something else work if I need to. But I'm not getting no damn job. Can't happen now. How nervous were you after taking that first step and going full-time trading? What did you have prepared for it? I was very nervous. It took me a while to actually go full-time trading. It took me, how long did it take me to go full-time? Probably took me like 2 years. to go full time. And what did I have prepared for it? I mean, I didn't really have anything like prepared. I'll tell you guys what I did. So first, obviously, you guys, you have to have like a reserve of some sort in your bank account, because worst comes to worst, you got to have some money to be able to survive and pay your bills, right? So you have a reserve in your bank account, let's say like 3 to 6 months. Okay, you choose however much that is. Do the calculation. 3 to 6 months of, you know, of bills paid. Keep that there. Then what I did was I wanted to see how I would, like, would I really enjoy trading full time? Is it something that I really want to do? What I did was I had a week that I could have taken off from work. So I did. I took a full week off from work, and I, live trade here. Yeah, I do live trade here. I took a full week off from work and traded, and I was like, damn, I really do like this. Loved it. And so I just waited until I got like a few months consistent at least of trading income surpassing job, and I quit. But it took me a while, bro. It was difficult for me. It's not easy. It's not an easy step to make, to go from full-time job to full-time trading. It's not easy, bro, especially if you're later in life. That's why you know, like, you got to do this shit while you're young, bro. Like, really anything. If later in life, when, you know, you have a family, you got to really put food on the table, like, people are relying on you. It becomes incredibly difficult to, you know, transition from having a full-time job that's probably paying you pretty well to, you know, trading full-time. Very difficult. So I thought 24-month reserve, 24 months. I mean, that's a little like overkill, but not a bad idea to have 24-month reserve. I mean, bro, I was, you know, different stages of life. I was a high school kid. You know, I didn't really have, you know, an overhead like that with bills. So I, you know, my bills were going out with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I needed money for. So I didn't need that much of a buffer at all. How old was I? I was, how old was I, bro? 19, maybe? 19? I was a car salesman. That was my work. That was my job. How'd you meet Shinbob? Online through Twitter. That's how I met most of my trading friends. It's just online. Did you find that once you went full-time trading with the extra time, you didn't know what to do with it? Yeah, bro, I still don't. I have too much extra time sometimes. So I have to like occupy myself, which it was now it's a little bit better. Because I have other stuff that I, you know, do now aside from just trading. I have other businesses, so I have other stuff to put my focus towards. But, you know, oh, there we go, bro. This thing is just fucking punching lower. That change in state was absolutely fucking beautiful. I don't know if anybody took that, but that was absolutely beautiful. It's just too much risk for me. I wanted to wait for the 1 hour Wixie. We never got it. I don't know why I thought you did military or something. I did. I'm still in the military. I'm just National Guard. So I joined National Guard a while ago. I just found out the other day that I have a kid on the way, so I got to and will make trading work. Congrats, bro. But yeah, see, like, now you have a reason. Now you have a reason. It's always a good thing to have, bro. Now you get to think about your kid. Anytime that you start doing stupid shit and you start blowing accounts, you know, you get to think about your kid who's gonna be, you know, who you want to provide like a good life for. Always nice to have a reason. Our national guard gonna fight the war. I mean, there is one, yeah, maybe. Rotated everything except college. No, I went to college too. I went to college for like less than a semester, bro. But I dropped out of college for like a very valid reason, bro. I was still trading. I was actively trading when I went to college. And I didn't want to, like, bro, I didn't want to go to college to begin with. I just did it for my family. And my college class, so at the time I used to be not full-time, but I was trading options. And I was sitting in class one day and Discord was banned from my school. So that was annoying. I couldn't go on Discord at all. And because I had like all my friends on Discord that I used to trade with. And bro, the Wi-Fi was really bad in my school as well. So it'd go in and out, in and out, in and out, right? And I'm sitting there trading. I enter a trade and the Wi-Fi goes out. And at this point in time, I used to enter pretty heavy because I was trading options, 0-day options. I was entering pretty heavy. And the Wi-Fi comes back about 15 minutes later. And this was right at 9:30. Wi-Fi comes back 15 minutes later. Boom, bro. I'm down 10 bands. I shut my computer and I walked out and I never walked back. Never. So, yeah, that was it. My major was business management, bro. Useless ass major too. That's another fucking thing. So I was like, fuck that. First time in the stream, how many trades do you average a session? Also, do you plan on making any more tonight? Do I plan on taking more tonight? I mean, maybe. I'm open to it, bro. Like, I pointed out this setup here, the 5-minute change in state setup as it happened. So if anybody wanted to take this, they could have. This was too much risk for me. I wanted this Wixie, didn't quite get there. So, I mean, I've like planned out a few trades here, but it, you know, if nothing hits, nothing hits. Confluence of the CSD play? What do you mean confluence of the CSD play? It's 1 hour fair value gap, 5-minute flow model. Very simple, bro. All night sells. Are we waiting for bounce? I mean, for right now, I am pretty bearish down into this bullish fair value gap, this 4-hour gap. I'll be bullish here, but until down here, I am pretty bearish. But yeah, this is pushing lower right now. We are pushing lower right now. In Lucid Flex, I need to make minimum 2K to request 1K, or I can request 50% of my balance at any point after meeting the requirements. You can request 50% of your balance after meeting the requirements. Read the rules, bro. Ain't no way bro has a Ferrari F80. Bro, I do, bro. You caught me, man. You got me. I do have the Ferrari F80. Look at oil. I just got out. Took... What did you take? You talking about this big pump you took? Damn, bro. Oil's just on the up and up, huh? Again? Yo, bro. We got so close to gas hitting $2. We almost hit $2. And then they just had to fuck it all up. Right back to fucking $4 a gallon, bro. They just had to fuck it up. Bunch of dumbasses, bro. Yo, stop spamming, bro. Yo. I understand that you're like, that you like chat and shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you spam in my chat, I'm going to ban you. California's over $6. GG's, man. California, like, what? Yo, what's the appeal? Like, at this point, what is the appeal? I don't understand. Why do people live in California? Besides the scenery and the weather. Why? I don't get it. I feel like there's better places, bro. I was born here. The landscape and the weather are beautiful. No, I mean, bro, the landscape is amazing. We know that. The weather is amazing. We know that. But is it worth it? Like, is it worth it, bro? I mean, dude, 50% of your income, over 50% of your income is going to taxes, right? If you're a W-2 employee, you know, gas is expensive. Like everything, the cost of living is insane there. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering for California residents, is it worth it? That's like the only question I really have. I was born there and leaving was the best thing I ever did. Damn. As a kid, it was nice. I used to live in the Bay Area. I was a kid, so can't really. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as a kid, you probably can't really compare. In GA, I made $50 an hour. CA, I make $250 an hour. I guess it evens out though, right? Because, like, honestly, your income, like, at the end of the year between Georgia and California is probably somewhat similar, right? Because the cost of living is a little bit higher. Taxes are higher in Cali. So, like, what, you probably, like, net a similar amount, I would imagine. Except now you just live in a nicer area. So I guess, yeah, I mean, in that case, in your case, you know, that might make a little bit more sense. But dude, I will say every time I see like videos of people driving in California on those like highways like right next to the water or the canyons and shit, dude, I get so jealous because I'm like, man, it's fucking beautiful over there. But I don't think I could ever live there. As cool as it is, I don't think I could live there. Laguna Beach, yeah. If you work in tech, Bay Area has more employment options and top tech companies are there. Yeah, too many dumb car rules. Bro, that's another thing. Way too many dumb car rules, bro. The car rules are actually stupid there. And I'm into cars. If you're not into cars, you know, not a problem. But, like, I'm into cars. So, yeah. Too many gun rules. Gun rules as well. It's true. Influencers networking. Bro, yo, that shit is all fake, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't give a... I could not care less to network with influencers because all of them are bozos and it's all fake. Literally all of it is fake. Their lifestyles are fake. Everything's fake. So, they're truth be told, they're some of the lamest people that you'll ever meet, bro. The lamest people you'll ever meet is influencers. Can you share more about why this setup right now is too risky for you? It's not as too risky for me. This change in stated delivery setup right here had too much risk. So my stop loss would have been that high. Granted, it didn't get all the way up there. In fact, it didn't have much drawdown at all. But this setup it would have been basically, to the low would have been negative RR. So, I wanted to trade from up here, the 816.5. That's where I wanted it. 15-minute RB. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not horrible, I guess. To me, this is like kind of forcing it a little bit. There's no real reason for me to be bullish here, which is why I'm not going to take this. Like, I'm pretty bearish, so I don't know if I would be bullish here. Just based off of this 10 p.m. Like, normally, bro, if you asked me last month, I would be bullish because of this 10 p.m. To manipulate the 10 p.m. But, bro, I mean, this shit has not fucking... 4-hour PO3 has not really been playing out nicely, so... Gold 4-hour Wixie. You don't care about the 4-hour gap we're in? No, I don't. I do not. It would have played out from this 4-hour Wixie right here, but it didn't. So I do not. Do not. If it would have been 1-to-1 RR at the low, would you have taken it, or do you only take 2 RR plus, for example? I usually try to take 2 RR plus. Or, like, worst comes to worst, 1.5 to 1. I'm not a big fan of 1-to-1, bro. I really am not a big fan of 1-to-1, especially in this kind of market. RB, rejection block. If you don't mind, can you show an example of a rejection block? It's a candle that sweeps, either sweeps a high or a low, or sweeps into a PD array. Has the McLaren been treating you? Great, bro. I love the McLaren. Best car, honestly. So good. Is there anything you'd like to see from the videos I'm editing? No, bro. Do your thing, Scott. I mean, they're pretty cool, bro. I like them. I flip with them, bro. Zaim Trades, bro. Why do you seem really familiar, bro? Did you used to be in my... Why do you seem so familiar? How do I know you? Where do I know you from, bro? Yeah, I know it was a long time ago, bro. Just give me, like... I know it's from a long time ago, but how do I know you? From where? I know you. I don't know from where, though. Did you see my message? No. Where was your message? What message? You're in live chat? No, I didn't see it. Resend it, 9. Oh, take my silver along. It's only 200 bucks risk. A4. $84,295. 84,295. So right here. And what's your stop loss? 40 tick stop loss. Okay. Okay. Yo, gang. 40 tick stop loss. I'm risking a band. What's up with that? Oh, micro. Okay. My fault. Can I trade micro on this? Can you trade micro on TBT? All right, now I gotta find your message again. 84,295. 84,295. Boom. Boom. 41. Okay, $200 loss. Not bad. CPI high, bro? You said? You want CPI high? You freak? That's fucking far, bro. I'll be fine with this. Oh, actually, I can't make more than 1,500, so boom. All right. Oh, you can't, bro. You can't on TBT. You can't on TBT. You can't on TBT. No, you can't on TBT, bro. Unfortunate. I'll watch this, guys. This is a 9 alert. 9 is my silver and gold, or just metals analyst, bro. He's really the GOAT. He wants to get it. He said entry at 84,295. 84.295 on silver. He's taking. This is his trade. So I don't hate it, but I also don't trade silver, so like I really don't be knowing. But we could revisit this in a little bit and watch and see what it does. NQ did hit that 15 Wixie right there. What's SL, guys? For everybody asking what's SL, it's 40 ticks on silver. What is this level right now in NQ? This is 15-minute Wixie. I don't like it that much. I don't like the long yet. Discord free. There is a free Discord. Yeah, just do ! Discord in the chat right here. It'll give you a link for the free Discord. Awesome music, bro. Thanks, bro. Shout out from Jamaica. Hey, shout out to Jamaica, bro. $15-minute Wixie, low-key putting in the work. Or Wixie, sorry. I keep saying Wixie. It's Wixie. Low-key putting in the work, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I would fade this, to be honest. If a setup came, I would fade this. If you had to take a short tonight, what would be your levels? I mean, right now, as it sits, it'd probably be from one of these two open 15-minute gaps. Preferably the lower one. Yo, bro, ban this guy right now, bro. This guy just asked me... Bro, ban this guy. Hold on, I'm gonna ban him my fucking self, bro, because my mods are useless, bro. Useless ass mods. Alright, banned. Fuck. What does fade mean? I said fade because fade means like, how do I explain fade, bro? Like, I'm not buying this move up, basically. Like, I'm gonna short the move up. Could I ask an opinion about the easier to be funded? Less restrictions, like no daily drawdown. If you're asking what the easiest one to get funded is, it's probably going to be Lucid. There's probably the least restrictions with Lucid. Advice for trailing DD: size down and make sure you're aggressively trailing your stop loss if you need to. Aggressively trail your stop loss if you need to. Fade means haircut or fight, depending on the context. TBT same day pass. TBT is not 1 day pass, no. They are pretty easy to fund it in 2 to 3 days. Yeah, I'm just talking about like when you're actually at the funded portion. All of them are pretty easy to pass evals. Sesame, what's good, Sesame, bro? Yo, Sesame, if you responded to my message on WAP, I'm not gonna be able to see it. That account is now deleted, unfortunately. So you just message me on Discord, man. You need to talk. Has Apex stopped the news glitch now? What news glitch? What level do you like for continuation short? One of these two 15-minute gaps, ideally, preferably. If not these two, then maybe 816.5. Maybe. Yeah, Tradeify does have straight to funded. It's not worth it though. Personally, wouldn't buy straight to funded or a back to funded. I wouldn't buy that. I'd just buy another eval. It's not worth it, bro. They're all stupid expensive. They're like $600 or something like that. Not worth it. I don't think so. One hour Wixie trade. I don't know what Wixie is. It's Wixie. 1 hour Wixie trade still valid? I don't know, bro. I would say yeah, as long as this closes like this, yeah. Hard. It's like difficult, bro. We get this 1 hour order block now. I'm more a fan of downside. But if it goes all the way up there, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a hard read right now, to be honest with you. It's a hard read, but this was a good setup here. I don't know if it'll go all the way back up to that 1 hour again. I don't know if it'll go back up to the 1 hour Wixie. Higher time frame candlestick indicator is right here. ICT, higher time frame candles by FODI. If you're already unprofitable in your trading strategy, buying straight to funded does nothing. Donating, yeah, it is exactly. Or like rushing to get funded, waste. It's a waste of time, bro. Waste of time, waste of money. What was TP for Sill? Is it playing out? The TP, 9 said his TP is CPI high. Multiple senior Trump officials have quietly moved into fortified military housing near Washington, D.C. GG's. GG's, man. All right, we open up a new 15-minute finally. Looks like we may get a push up into one of these two 15-minute gaps. I would like to frame a short out of one of these. So let's see if we can do that here. Let's see if we can frame a nice short and end the night off on a W note. End the night off on a W note. You always got great music, fire playlist. Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. There we go. First 15-minute gap just got absolutely molested right there. So let's see if we can maybe get a 1-minute change in state of delivery here and frame out an entry potentially. I'm missing a candle again. Beautiful. How beautiful. Am I missing a candle, or is there just a fucking big-ass volume imbalance in these 2 1 minutes? Fuck is happening here? It's not there on MNQ. Fuck happened here? No, I don't think I'm missing one. I'm not missing a candle. It's just like this. This is stupid. No, I'm looking at MNQ and it doesn't have this big volume imbalance, but NQ does. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. That's a little sketchy. Watch out for that. That's a bit sketch. Downside objectives, 4-hour fair value gap right here. This 4-hour gap. The start of this gap is 24,609. That would be my downside objective. 24,609. So about 140 points from here. Restart TV and it should go away. I can't restart now, bro. Too late, man. You're missing a candle? No, I'm not. I'm not. Stop saying I'm missing a candle. I'm not missing a candle, bro. I'm literally counting the candles. 1046 or 1047, 1048, 1049. I'm not missing a candle. I'm looking at MNQ and it's the same candles, except MNQ just doesn't have this gap. Whatever. Don't really care. Yeah, this volume bounce, I mean, I wouldn't, I don't really give a shit about it. Put it straight. Are you gonna giveaways tonight? Getting tired or scared to miss out? No giveaways tonight. But the normal giveaway for the month is running, where anybody who uses code key on any of the prop firms above or the ones in the description below automatically gets entered to win extra accounts from a few different prop firms, but it will probably be Apex, Lucid, and Tradeify. So make sure you guys lock in, use code key. Helps me out, helps you out, and yeah, it's great, bro. Let's see what this does. So far, this 15-minute Wixie is playing out right now. I mean, this is 30-point move off the 15-minute Wixie. I think we return to OTE on this 15-minute leg. If we go to OTE, it would have then gotten a 1-minute change in state, and then I would be bearish. Cash on silver. Wait, for real? Did it hit? Bro, it didn't hit yet, though. The 24,295, it didn't hit. You silly goose. You must have entered early. How do you know who's who? What do you mean? How do I know who is who? I'm not the one that does or I'm not the one that, like, you know, picks the winners. The prop firms send me emails, like your guys' emails of the winners, and I email those people and send them their codes. Never use OTE and never seen you use it before. I mean, I don't, like, it's not really something that I use that often. Nah, that 15-minute Wixie, bro. I would have preferred the hourly Wixie, though. That's what I would have preferred. But let's see what this does here. At this point, that 24,816, I don't know if I'm as big of a fan of that anymore. Probably not. Really, probably not that big of a fan of. What the fuck is a Wixie? Yo, guys, can somebody fill in my man C Money 82 on what a Wixie is? He is lost. He needs a map. What's good, Bean? Sign the NDA. I don't trade silver, bro. I'm not gonna be on silver. You know, mind, can you show your chart colors? The up close candle is 3C, 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 and the background is 808080. And then everything, the down close candles are black. That's it. Starting to move a little bit lower. Let's see. Maybe either it bounces from this 1 minute gap, or we actually go and get a change of state. I think it bounces and goes a little bit higher, to be honest. I think it bounces. This 1 minute gap right here. Looks like it's gonna bounce. Looks bouncy. It looks bouncy to go up a little bit higher to the upper bearish 1 minute or 15 minute, and then maybe we could, you know, maybe you could see what happens there. But yeah, this defo looks a little bouncy right now. What made this Wixie valid? I'll tell you what made this Wixie valid. Sweep. This candle sweeps liquidity right here, right? So makes it a valid Wixie. You feel me? So not only does it sweep, but also look. Where do we push into? This is a hourly order block. So not only do we sweep, but we get a PD array. So both of those make indeed a valid Wixie. Missed you this week. I somehow deleted your FVG indicator. Can you remind me which one you use? Yeah, right here, bro. Simple ICT, OB, and FVG by GK. And then here are my settings for it. Just copy these settings, because if you don't copy these settings, it's going to look like shit, low-key. So make sure you copy these settings. That 709 is gonna get smoked, I think, bro. Shinobi, if you're in that. So be careful. Ooh, wait. Yo. CSD's right here, guys. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this. If it gets a change in state here, I'm in. New setup. Yeah, guys, new stream setup is going to be tomorrow. So for tomorrow's Asia stream, by the way, there's the change in state of Deluz. I'm in. Stop loss at this high right here. Actually flip that. I'll move it a little bit lower. Yeah, I'll go a little bit lower on the stop loss. And honestly, I'm going on the 4-hour fair value gap for the TP on this. So that's what this thing is looking like right here. 15-minute fair value gap, 1 minute bearish change in state of delivery. I am in the trade. These are my TPT accounts right here. I'm only trading one TPT account, by the way. Only one TPT account. So not even copy trading my TPTs right now, just because of how like iffy price action is. Just one at a time. Needs to get through this previous candle's low, and as this starts to look actually very good. Starts to look very good. Taking this with you on 5 top step. If it loses, I get to whip the McLeasy. Yeah, you're out of your goddamn mind, bro. You're out of your mind. You've officially lost it, bro. Trading Tokyo is better than New York. Yeah, I know it is. Low key, I think so. I really do think so. Do you care about what ES does when you're trading NQ? No, not really. Did you get the McLeasy straight trades or business too? Both. Any giveaway? No. Use code key and you automatically get entered in a giveaway. When do you usually set BE, or do you? I do go BE. In this specific trade, I would only go BE after we've swept this low, because that's the only time it starts to like actually look really good. Until we sweep these lows and like create new lows, there's no like guarantee that this is going to go lower. Once it sweeps the low, or takes the low, not sweep, once it takes the low, it starts to look a lot better. So I would feel comfortable moving break even, assuming it should not get a retracement back into this range. The TP is this lower 4-hour gap. So, yeah, that's what I have so far here. We'll see what it does. We will see what it does. Break down the entry. Yeah. So entry right here, 15-minute fair value gap, and 1 minute change in state of delivery. Okay. 1 minute change in state of delivery here, with the 15-minute gap. If you guys want more information on this, all you have to do in the next few weeks is use code KEY on any of those prop firms. You're going to get a full guide that's going to tell you exactly what, how to trade my model and what this model is, right? Step by step, everything. Did you get your cut from D's Cuts? Yes, bro. My boy D's Cuts, bro. You got me right. My boy D's Cuts got me right. Why does my TPT say I need 5 winning days? TPT is 5 days to pass an eval. Unfortunately, it is 5 days to pass an eval on TPT. That's really like the only like downfall of TPT. No minimum days once funded. Yeah. Once you're funded, there's no rules. The only issue is obviously the 5 days to pass. That's it. And by the way, for people who have trouble passing TPT accounts, or any prop that has over over 2 days to pass, you could still pass it very similar to the same way you pass 2-day accounts. So you make 1,500 1 day, right? So this is how it would look. So you go day 1, 1,500, day 2, 1,500, and then day 3 you in and out micro. So buy, sell, micro, 1 micro. Day 4, buy, sell, 1 micro, and day 5, buy, sell, 1 micro. Boom, passed. That's it. So it's still the same way that you would pass any 2-day pass or 2-day eval. 1,500, 1,500, and then the other 3 days, it's really just in and out micro so that you can get your minimum day. That's it. Are all Apex accounts activation discounted now, old and new? The old ones are not. The new ones were $99, but I think the promo's over. It might be different now. I'm not sure. Most people can't make $1,500 in 1 day. Most people watching this stream can make $1,500 in 1 day. Time frame, you can see the time frame at the bottom right side right here. I'm on the 15-minute time frame right now. I got 2 Lucid accounts using code KEY W. You are automatically entered in a giveaway for extra accounts. Congratulations. You fought with Apex after they got mad at our method? Bro, it wasn't just Apex. Tradeify got mad at our method too, bro. Everybody gets mad at our method. Unfortunately, I have to give them away to one person at a time, bro. It's mad annoying. They're gonna get mad, bro. We cannot afford to piss them off because then they won't give us accounts to give away. I use code KEY for 4 account. Do I have a higher chance of winning? Yeah, you do have a higher chance of winning technically. Is there a difference between CSD and MSS? Yes. Yes, indeed there is. So you could see in this example here, you don't get a market structure shift until, well, really right here. Displacement below this is what creates a market structure shift, right? A change in state of delivery happens a lot earlier, generally speaking. Sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's one's later, one's earlier, but generally, for the most part, a change in state of delivery happens a little bit earlier before a market structure shift. Yeah, that's it. For this flow model, we didn't have a bearish SMT. Is that fine? I mean, it lowers probability, right? Because SMT is a confluence. So if there's not an SMT as a confluence there, then, you know, the trade likelihood is a little bit lower. But I'm a fan of the short, like overall, whether it plays out from here or maybe it plays out from a little bit higher. I am a fan of the short. I am a fan of the draw being down here at this 4-hour gap. So, you know, I would take it regardless just because the higher time frame looks pretty good. And I'm only on eval, so it's like, you know, I'm okay with, you know, risking it for the biscuit. That's why I wouldn't take this trend on a funded, no way. But on eval, you know, it's whatever, free game. I might go stop loss up here, but just because 15-minute Wixie now. We have bearish 15-minute Wixie, or Wixie. We have bearish 15-minute Wixie here. Boom, right there. Bearish 15-minute Wixie. Let's see how this goes. You're trading NASDAQ at this time? Didn't know that was a thing, bro. It is absolutely a thing. Very underrated thing at that. I want to troll so bad. Terrible streamer. Okay. Well, you are the one that is spending your worthless time in my live stream, right? I'm just chilling here trading. You obviously have nothing better to do with your time. So, I mean, who's really up though? You know what I'm saying? I know it's addictive. Oh, all my streams are addictive. That's so nice, bro. You did you did the opposite of what you set out to do. You wanted to troll me, and then now you're being nice. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. You always do one account at a time? No. I usually copy trade. Only reason I'm doing one account at a time is because the price action here is just pretty sketchy. So just being safe, and I'd rather only risk one account at a time. No reason to risk all my accounts if I don't need to. I have 2 lucid evals. Help me pass them, bro. You live tomorrow? Yep. Please for trade copier. Trade copia. I just passed my first Tradeify eval W. Let's go. Hell yeah. You've been real since day one. That's why I follow. Sometimes we lose together, but fuck it. That's why I like that losing streak you were on for a while. Yeah. I mean, bro, even right now, I feel like low-key, I feel like I'm on a losing streak right now. But I've just managed my risk really, really well this time around. So, like, it doesn't even feel like one because I'm not down by much. So, like, you know, ends up working out. But, yeah, bro, of course. I mean, we win, we lose. Just the nature of the game, you know what I'm saying? But I will tell you one thing. I can promise you one thing. Our losses will always be smaller than the wins. Always. I could take 3 losses in a row, back to back to back, 1 win. I'm green on the day. This is a fact. So, you know what I'm saying? We play the game, but we play it fucking well. I'll tell you that, bro. We play the game well. You know. Usual RR. Usually, it depends on which model I'm trading, right? So, like, sometimes it's with FTT, it's obviously a little bit higher. FTT, it's probably like closer to 10R. This, it's probably like usual RR. I don't know. It's probably like 3R. Be a little more humble. You're gonna get instant karma rug pull talking like that. It's not about being humble. I'm just saying that I manage my risk well. That's all I'm saying. I'm just stating a fact. This has nothing to do with being humble or not. Let's try this one. This is flow model. Thoughts on letting this run overnight? I would let this run overnight. It doesn't look bad. I mean, as long as it trades good for this next, like, how much do we have on that? Yeah, as long as this hourly closes good, it looks good. I would hold it for the next for overnight. If it gets through Asia lows, it looks good to hold through the night. It just has to get through this current Asia low. As long as it could do that, it looks good. Watch out for 24,672 area. No. So Trump tweeted. This guy Trump, man. Yeah, maybe he gives a bounce or something. I don't know. I do still like the 4-hour fair value gap as a draw. So that's, what is that? 609 area. I do still like that as a draw. I mean, if it, bro, 670, we have a little while to get there. We're at 722 right now. So if it does that, it'll probably be while I'm asleep. So it's not like I could close it there anyways. Just have to hold through it. Key, are you in the Allentown area? My HG saw your car today. Which car? My M3. I was out in my M3 today, but yeah, I am. I am indeed. Remember when Trump tweeted bio in the market? Yeah, dude. I mean, bro, this market is just extremely manipulated, and it is by our fucking president. So kind of crazy. Heavily manipulated. Allentown, PA, yep. Allentown, PA, yes, sir. Can Trump just stoke out? I'm from Scranton. Scranton's cool. Maybe more calm. Thanks, big bro. Just came from the gym with my second funded. Mad manipulator. I'm learning good though every day. Nice, bro. Yeah, just keep tapping in, bro. You'll be all right. What are you targeting? 609, 609. You play golf? Not a ton. Not very good. That's the thing with golf, bro. Like, I don't know if I have the patience to get good at it. I love the lives, but I don't want to be a signal bot. Any tips on building that independent conviction? Ask questions, bro. Ask, like, bro, the whole reason why I don't just show a trade and then not explain it at all, bro, I explained to you guys my entire thought process. Like, while we're in a bullish 4-hour fair value gap, I'm telling you why I think it might go lower, right? Like, I'm telling you all these things so that you guys get an understanding of how I built my bias and built the narrative around the trade, right? And if you can understand that, then you have, you know, over time, right? Over time of hearing that and seeing it happen yourself over and over again, you know, you'll have enough conviction in yourself to the point where if I take a trade, right, you can look at it, you can look at your own chart and be like, I don't really agree with this. I'm not going to take this trade, right? So that's my goal, is to get everybody to that point, right? If that wasn't my goal was to just breed signal bots, then I wouldn't even explain trades to you guys. I would just be fucking entering the trade and I would just mute my mic and then doom scroll on my phone. You know what I'm saying? But I explain it start to finish. Like, I give you guys are basically in my mind, and that way it makes it easy for you to understand without like me giving you a hindsight ass example like in a pre-recorded YouTube video or something. This is live real markets, you know, like building a bias as price is trading actively. Bro, my HG saw your car. What the fuck is HG? Saw your car. She said it was fire. She wanted to ask for a ride. Oh, which car? Homegirl? Oh, homegirl. Damn, bro. I'm not tapped in, bro. I am not tapped in with the lingo. I might be unk. We made it equal low here, so it should continue lower here. I think this should get through this low. Give her a ride, bro. I cannot give her a ride, my brother. I have a girl, and she would kill me and your homegirl if I did that. So unfortunately, she cannot get a ride. Sorry. Usually, will you do partial TP along the way? I mean, yeah, maybe, but I can't hear because I'm in 1 mini, so. Would you trail your stop or grow BE? Yeah, I will. I'll go BE once there is a move through the lows. I need to move through the lows. For now, we just put in equal lows. BE when it breaks the low. Yeah, BE when it breaks the low. Needs to break the low first. What about me? If you are a male, I'll give you a ride. If you're a female, you're not getting a ride. You think America will win the World Baseball Championship? I'm not tapped in with the damn World Baseball Championship, bro. I don't even watch baseball. I have nothing to do with baseball, bro. Do you use TradingView to trade? Yes, I do. Should I set multiple TPs, 1 and 2 or more contracts? Well, all you do is top left right here. You set your quantity. So if you're in 2 contracts, you set your quantity to 1, and then you go like, you know, wherever you want, right click and then buy limit. Boom. There you go. I got 2 TPs now. Congratulations. There we go. We're through the previous candle low. The Asia low is incoming. 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 And 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Nice. Yeah, you could go break even here. You could go break even here. I need to see a nice close. But you could go break even here just off of that alone right there. Just that break, you could go break even. It should not come back into this range. If this is properly bearish, it should not come back into this range. Or at least revisit this entry. So you can go break even here if you'd like. I'm just gonna wait a little second. It's almost midnight, bro. Fuck. I need to get off stream, dude. All right, 6 more minutes. I'll get off stream after this 15-minute candle close. I just want to see how this fucking 15-minute candle closes. When do you live trade and what do you trade? When do I live trade? I live trade at 9:15 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I trade NQ. What time is... I sold too soon. How can I undo the sell? Brother. When will we go BE? I just want to see a nice closure, bro, on this 15-minute candle. If you're leaving it overnight, do you take off your TP and check when you wake up? No, I have a hard TP. I love your McLaren key. Thanks, bro. Up on 10 minis. Holy fuck, bro. Some of you guys are freaks. 10 minis is insane. You guys are crazy. I'm in on this trade with a fresh TPT sim funded with 5 micros. Do you recommend me to be aggressive with the stop? Yes. Because you have trailing drawdown. It's fresh. So yes. What sports do you like? I don't really watch sports much, bro, besides like UFC. I'll watch UFC. That's it. The only thing I watch. I don't live stream gold. Rarely do I live stream gold. Can you give me a ride and I'll bring my HG? She will sit in the back, bro. First of all, it only fits 2 people. So, no. What's your favorite cologne? Right now, probably Santel 33 by Lilabo. Can I get a ride when I come up there? Yeah, Dylan, you could get a ride, bro. Yo, bro. You guys are weird, bro. Why is somebody asking me what moisturizer do you use, bro? What's fucking wrong with you guys? Still have the Raptor or traded for the McLaren? No, I still have the Raptor. I would never sell the Raptor, bro. Raptor's never getting sold, bro. Raptor and M3 would never get sold. The McLaren will probably get sold in the future. One day I'll randomly meet you through our odd amount of mutuals. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'll probably be in Philly like a good amount this summer. Because I need to I need to lock in with people in Philly with the 720, bro. I need some money runs. I need to take some bozo's money, bro. Yo, Fast F90, I'm gonna get your get back for you, bro, with that red RS3, bro. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get your get back, gang. Don't worry, bro. Hang out in Kensington. Why'd you sell the GT3? I know it's probably for 720, but it just makes sense financially to keep it. Yeah, I'm just not, bro, I'm just not there financially, like, to keep both supercars, to keep it a stack, bro. I would have loved to keep both of them, but I'm just not there yet. Maybe in the future, I'll rebuy a GT3, but right now I can't afford both supercars and also my Raptor and also my M3. Like, I would have had to give up a bunch of shit, so. It's stupid to have two supercars, bro, right now. He's selling bricks in West Philly. Where's your stop limit? My stop is 756 right now. I don't like this closure. This current candle, bro. I need it to be like, I need it a closure under the low. Did you do the crank hub? Well, I have every... Fuck, how can I show this? Okay. You guys see all that back there? All right, so that's all my single turbo stuff, and that's the crank hub right there. So I don't really drive it much. I've just now started driving it a little bit more, but it's getting single turbo, and then while it's getting single turbo, it'll have a crank hub as well. Which one better, GT3 or McLeese? Great choices. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's such a hard choice, bro, because I mean, to be honest, they're two completely different cars. But if I had to ask, if you ask me what do I prefer, I'm gonna say McLaren, just because, like, bro, the driving experience on a McLaren is like unlike anything else, bro. I mean, it's insane. But the GT3 is way more fun. His built motor, massive turbo. Now. I know, but I know the times he runs. You know what I mean? So I know I could get a little something with it, maybe. I personally would have taken myself to financial crisis. Drip or drown type shit. I don't like this closure. I'll be honest with you guys, bro. I don't like this closure, this last 15-minute closure that much, because we got a sweep. So yeah, I don't know. Manage your guys' trades, bro. I think I'm going to keep it the way this looks. It's definitely risky. I'm going to keep it the way it looks for now. Or maybe I should just go break even. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because I'm pretty confident in a move lower. Like, to be honest, I'm very confident in a move lower. So I just don't want it to come take me out and then go make that move lower. You know what I mean? So... I don't know. Manage your guys' trades, bro. If you guys want to TP some, like TP some, do whatever you guys want here. I've given you guys a nice green trade. I might just hold on. Let me think about what I want to do here. 15-minute gap here. So yeah, I mean, we have this one 15-minute gap right here. It's small. It's not much. It's not much, so, like, I don't love it. This 15-minute Wixie has not been tested, right? This never got tested. That's the only thing that's keeping me from moving my stop loss to break even right now. Because if I move to break even, it could still come and test this 15-minute Wixie or Wixie, sorry, and then make a move lower from there. First of all, I don't give a shit about bullish SMT. Like, bullish SMT here means absolutely fuck all. It means nothing to me. We could have all the bullish SMT in the world right now. This shit still will not play out to the highs. Because SMT by itself is not an entry trigger, right? SMT needs to be paired with an entry. There is no entry here for the longs. But yeah, that's the only reason I haven't moved to break even yet, is mostly because this 15-minute CE. But I would just like to see a closure below this low so that it gives me some more conviction. If we get closures, like displacement below this low, then I can go break even. But we haven't gotten displacement yet. So it's kind of iffy going break even right now. But 12 minutes left on this. Bro, we're about to open midnight, bro. What am I doing? This is the latest I've ever had a live, ever. No, yeah, definitely no longs. I'm not longing for sure. Or go BE and limit the CE. Yeah, but at that point, I'd rather just fucking stay in this. Let's see. Fuck it. Yo, should I just stay for another 11 minutes to see what this 15-minute does? All right. I'll stay another 15 minutes to see what this candle does. Now everyone use code key, bro. Facts. Everybody better be using code key, bro. Do you ever go to the 1 minute time frame? Yeah. This trade we took from the 1 minute time frame. It was a 15-minute fair value gap and then a 1 minute change in state of delivery. That's where this trade came from. So yeah, absolutely. I just don't manage the trades on a 1 minute time frame. I'll manage the trades on a higher time frame. Get your ass out of here and go to sleep. Gonna be a Red Bull morning. I don't drink Red Bull, bro. What do you think about the new RS5? Trash. Do you trade in New York session too? Yes. 9:15 a.m. What hours do you use for Asia session? What hours do I use? 8 p.m. It'll go 8 p.m. to... It ends at 12. Yeah, so 8 p.m. to 12. Can you explain how to identify the 1 minute change in state of delivery? I don't quite understand. Well, it's funny you asked that. If you go over to my YouTube channel and then you go to playlists and then you go to the 30-day mini series playlist, you will see a video that is day 11 that is on change in state of delivery. And you can watch that. All right, we're coming up now to retest this little baby 15-minute. I don't really give a shit about this 15-minute, this baby 15-minute, bro. This one's kind of like mid. So we need to reject off thin air here. To be honest. To be honest. Bro, get a Ferrari. My next car will definitely be a Ferrari. It will be an 812 super fast. Because I think it's time. I think it's time to expose myself to the V12s, bro. So my next car will be an 812 super fast for sure. I'm considering just closing this BE here. And waiting to see if maybe midnight manipulates into the upper fair value gap. We're not too far from it. We're 40 points away, so we're not that far. So I don't know. Let's see. I guess we will see. Is buying or leasing cars better? I mean, it depends on your situation. Depends on your situation for sure. You know, you can lease, you can do lease to own on cars, which helps you with write-offs. You can write them off. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my stop to break even. Okay, after careful consideration, I'm gonna move my stop to break even. And what I'm gonna do is after midnight, if this comes up and hits this 15-minute fair value gap up here, I would look for the same exact setup that we look for in this 15-minute, which is basically a 1-minute change in state of delivery lower. If this gets stopped break even, right? That's what I would look for. So, yeah, that's the game plan. Okay, that's the game plan. You pay tax of the profit that you make. Well, yeah, obviously. What else do you pay tax on? Rent my 488, brother. Bro, Ariane, I've driven a 488. They're cool. They're nice. I like them. But bro, I need like the next step up now. Like I'm past 488 now. I need the V12, gang. I need your SVJ. That's what I need. You on TPT right now or copy trading? I'm on TPTs. TPT. All right, nice dump. I mean, as long as we could flip this green to red, I think keeping it break even is nice. Keeping it break even is solid. Just need to flip green to red. Nice closure red on this candle, and it starts to look better. It starts to look a lot better. Why not just take the win here? It looks like it's going to stop you out anyway. That's not how it works, bro. Can't just take the win here, because then you are just trading off of this number right here. This number means jack shit if you don't, like, you know, have a real reason for stopping out, right? What's the real reason for stopping out here? The real reason for stopping out is because at my break even, what's going to happen? We are going to disrespect this bearish 15-minute gap. Okay? That's the reason for stopping out. If this 15-minute gap was not here, I would have still kept my stop loss higher, because there is no PD array here that would immediately point to upside, right? To me. So Lucid Flex code key will give me the prop firm PDF. All of them will. All of them will get you the prop firm PDF, but it's not done yet. The prop firm PDF is going to be... I'm getting it done tomorrow, and then just need to coordinate with all the prop firms and make sure that they can provide me emails. You like A12 with Novatech? Yeah, bro. There's about 5 Lucid Flex accounts using your code. Thanks. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. You guys using my code is basically you know, the reason why I'm able to show up here twice a day for you guys, you know, for free 99, bro, and give you all this value for free 99. Are you still recommending Blue Gardena? Blue Gardena. Yeah, I still trade Blue Guardian, bro. Still have my Blue Guardian accounts. I got on like 30 acts in the last 2 weeks using your Apex Listen TVT. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. You trade in all 3 sessions, bro. I would be a robot, buddy. I trade 2 sessions. I trade Asia, and I trade New York. New York AM, to be specific. You stop hopping on live Monday and Tuesday because we keep begging for free codes? No. That's not why. I just didn't go live this Monday or Tuesday because of, it was the days before CPI. One shorts at 745.75. Hope it pays first, mate. Yeah, I'm a little bit lower, so I'm, you know, if this goes up here, I'll stop out break even, and then the only re-entry that I would have is going to be up here, upper 15-minute gap. Re-entry for short. Or this 15-minute Wixie 745.25, 745.25, 745.25, right there. This would be the only other one, really. That's it. Nothing else. You like Blue Guardian futures? I do like Blue Guardian futures. I don't use the Forex side, obviously. I don't trade Forex, but their futures, yeah, I do. Crazy Wix. Yeah, I know. What would you recommend to a new futures trader? Go and watch my 30-day mini-series before you do anything else. Wixie flow trades. What's the max accounts you can trade on Victoria KB and how many firms? It depends on the plan you have, I think. Have you ever used NinjaTrader? Yeah, I have. How long did it take for you to get your first payout? Bro, I always tell people this. It's very different for me. It didn't take me long at all, but it's very different for me because I didn't start by trading futures. I was already a profitable, like I'd already made multi six figures trading before I started trading futures because I used to be a full-time options trader. So it, like, my case is different, right? Like, all right, midnight's opened up. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like it's gonna just reach for the stop. So I'm gonna let it just stop me out BE, to be honest with you guys. Actually, I'll go like a little bit lower. I'm gonna let it just stop me out. I'm fine with it. If you want to grab a quick $140, $150 here, you can close it here if you want. But I'm just gonna let this stop me out, basically break even. Don't really care. It's an eval, doesn't really matter that much. What I will do is I would look for re-entry up here inside of this 15-minute gap or 745.25. These are the only two that look like pretty solid entries right now. Other than that, that's it. I'll see you guys potentially tomorrow morning. If you guys turn on your notifications and subscribe, you will know exactly when I go live. If I'm not going live tomorrow morning, I'll try to give you guys a heads up in the Discord. Make sure you guys are in the free Discord. I'll give you guys a heads up in there. But as of right now, the intention is to go live. So be here at around 9:15 a.m. I'll be live then. Have a beautiful day, guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.